48 nations, 16 cities, 3 countries hosting simultaneously. And somewhere inside all of that chaos, artificial intelligence is quietly running the show, and most fans have absolutely no idea. FIFA World Cup 2026 is going to be the most technologically advanced sporting event in human history. Not because of the stadiums. Not because of the trophy. Because the entire tournament, from the referee's call on the pitch to the ad you see on your phone 30 seconds later, is being orchestrated by AI systems more powerful than anything sport has ever deployed. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how that works. First, we're going to break down the specific AI tools FIFA and its partners are using to track every single player movement in real time. Second, we're going to look at how AI is reshaping the broadcast experience and why the version of the game you watch at home in 2026 will look nothing like what you watched in Qatar. Third, I'll show you how fans, coaches, and even sports bettors are already using publicly available AI tools to get insights that used to cost millions of dollars. And at the end, I'll reveal the one AI application at World Cup 2026 that nobody is talking about, and it might genuinely change how live sport works forever. Let's go. So let's start with what's happening on the pitch itself. FIFA has been rolling out what they call the connected ball technology, and it's not new. They tested it at Qatar 2022, but for 2026, it's a significant upgrade. The Adidas Match Ball contains an inertial measurement unit sensor sitting right at the center of the ball. That sensor sends data at 500 times per second. 500. Every touch, every spin, every curve is captured and fed into an AI processing system that can determine offside decisions in under 2 seconds. Compare that to the old process: a human assistant referee raises a flag, the VR team manually draws lines, argues about which body part was offside by 3 centimeters, and 6 minutes later everyone's furious. Now the AI does it before the human eye even registers the pass happened. The system is called Semi-Automated Offside Technology (SAOT), and it combines the ball sensor with 12 dedicated tracking cameras per stadium, each running computer vision models trained on thousands of hours of match footage. Each of those cameras tracks 29 data points on every player's body simultaneously. That's 29 skeletal points, 26 outfield players, 2 goalkeepers, 1 ball. All of it, all the time, at 50 frames per second. But here's where it gets interesting, because the data doesn't stop at offside calls. The second layer of AI at World Cup 2026 is the broadcast revolution, and this is the part that affects every single viewer at home. Amazon Web Services (AWS) has been FIFA's official cloud and AI partner since 2018, and for 2026, they've expanded that contract significantly. AWS is powering what FIFA calls FIFA Plus, their streaming platform, and the AI features baked into it are genuinely impressive. Here's a specific example. AWS SageMaker models are analyzing match data in real time to generate what they call game insights. These are on-screen statistics that didn't exist 5 years ago. Expected goals (XG) calculated live. Player speed comparisons. Pressure maps showing which team is dominating spatial control. All of it generated by machine learning, overlaid on your broadcast, in the moment. But the bigger play is personalization. In 2026, FIFA Plus is going to offer multi-feed viewing. You pick your camera angle. You pick your commentator. You pick your language. And the AI, trained on your viewing history, will suggest highlight packages tailored to you within minutes of the final whistle. Didn't watch the game live? The AI generates a personalized 6-minute edit based on the players you follow, the team you support, and the moments that had the highest emotional intensity score in the data. Emotional intensity score is real, by the way. AWS trains models on crowd noise, player reaction, commentary tone, and social media velocity to score individual moments in a match. A last-minute equalizer scores higher than a penalty shootout miss, in most cases, and the AI has learned that because it's processed thousands of matches. Quick pause: did you know that during the 2022 World Cup final between Argentina and France, Twitter, now X, recorded over 160 million tweets in a single day? That's more than any other event in the platform's history at that point. Social data at this scale is genuinely useful training material for emotional AI models. Remarkable. Quick note, if you're finding this useful, subscribing takes literally 2 seconds and it genuinely helps me keep making these. I put out new AI and tech content every single week. Now, back to World Cup 2026. The third section is about what's happening off the pitch, in the coaching staff, in the medical tent, and in the hands of regular fans using free or low-cost tools. At the elite level, every major national team at World Cup 2026 is using some form of AI-assisted performance analysis. Germany's national team has a long-standing relationship with SAP, using their analytics platform to model opponent formations. England uses a custom-built system developed with IBM. Brazil's CBF has partnered with a Brazilian AI startup called Wisey, which uses computer vision to automatically tag and index thousands of hours of training footage. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets practical for you: the gap between elite tools and what's publicly available has basically collapsed in the last 2 years. Tools like Opta's free stats portal, StatsBomb's open data repository, and even just feeding match data into ChatGPT with the right prompts can produce analysis that would have required a dedicated data science team in 2018. I'm not exaggerating. StatsBomb releases free datasets on their GitHub actual professional match data, and if you load that into a Jupyter notebook with a few Python libraries and ask GPT-4o to help you interpret the outputs, you are doing genuine sports analytics. Scouting platforms like Wyscout and Instat now have AI-generated player reports built into their interfaces. Coaches at semi-professional and amateur level, people managing teams in the 5th division of the English football pyramid, are accessing these tools for under $100 a month. So while FIFA's AI is doing the heavy lifting at the tournament level, the democratization of sports analytics is happening in parallel, and World Cup 2026 is going to accelerate it. Here's a number that should recalibrate how you think about all of this. Deloitte projects the global sports analytics market will hit $8.4 billion by 2026. Up from $2.2 billion in 2020. That's not growth, that's an explosion. And the World Cup is the single biggest catalyst. Now, the reveal. The thing I teased at the start that almost nobody is talking about. Real-time AI referee assistance. Not VAR as we know it. Something different. FIFA has been quietly running trials, documented in their football technology innovation reports, which are publicly available on FIFA.com, of an AI system that monitors referee decision patterns throughout a match and flags potential inconsistency in real time to the VAR team. Not to override the referee. To prompt a review when the AI detects that a similar foul in the 20th minute was called, but an identical action in the 78th minute wasn't. This matters because human referees are demonstrably influenced by match state. Research published in the Journal of Sports Sciences showed referees award significantly more injury time in close matches when the home team is losing. The AI system doesn't know what the scoreline is. It just sees a foul, compares it to a database of 400,000 classified incidents, and flags the inconsistency. For 2026, this system is expected to be operational in a support capacity. It won't make calls. But it will mean that the invisible bias that has shaped football outcomes for a century is finally being surfaced by a machine that doesn't care about the crowd, the scoreline, or the home team. That's genuinely historic. And it's happening at a World Cup most people will watch purely for the football. So here's what you can do right now, today, with all of this. 1. Go to StatsBomb's GitHub and download one of their free open datasets. Load it into ChatGPT and ask it to identify the top 3 patterns in defensive structure. It works, and you'll see exactly how powerful accessible AI analysis has become. 2. Download the FIFA Plus app before the tournament starts and explore the AI insight overlays during group stage matches. You'll start reading the game differently within 2 or 3 matches. 3. If you're in content creation, sports media, or even just a fantasy football manager, start using tools like OptaStats Perform or even Perplexity AI to pull real-time match data and generate summaries. The workflow takes about 15 minutes to set up, and it's genuinely faster than any manual research process. If this video saved you time or showed you something you hadn't considered before, subscribing genuinely helps. I post every week, and next week I'm going deep on how AI is being used in sports betting prediction models, and why the edge that used to belong to quantitative hedge funds is now available to retail bettors using tools most people have never heard of. One question before you go: which of these AI applications surprised you most? The ball sensor at 500 times per second, the personalized broadcast feed, or the referee consistency system? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and the most interesting answers genuinely shape what I make next.